I made that tweet online and it went viral that time. I said, nobody will tell you that husband is just a title. You are a glorified errand boy, especially when you have a child. Why the care and attention is going to the
The summary of this whole thing is just he's just talking about the struggle of being a father.
Yeah.
Because it's a new journey and a new experience. He's just talking about his struggles. But there's a way he could have phrased it without making it look like it's a competition or that somebody is trying to win an award. One of the statements is the fact that being a husband means that you're a glorified errand boy. Interesting because being a parent is a thankless job. A significant part of being a parent is a thankless job. Nobody thanks you. The baby doesn't care. The baby this. In fact, it's even designed that way. Hearing, for example, some women who are losing their eyesight or having tooth problems is because it doesn't matter whether you take calcium or not, the baby will take it from you. So it's some of it is even exploitative in nature. So saying that, oh, feeling like a glorified errand boy, it's part of it is a thankless job. It's the journey of fatherhood. The problem is that men necessarily don't have the community, and also we don't get to communicate this thing because these experiences would naturally would have been best explained by even a father figure explaining to you the journey, the experiences of how it's going to be like. Women do that a lot for themselves. You see women who women talk to their daughters, they have women community, educate them what to expect, even come and support them, but men don't have that. You are just on your own, you figure it out. So but it's not something that is relative to my own experience compared to my how my wife is. One of the interesting thing about that thing is that the things he called out, the pap and the ogi that the woman is taking, surprisingly it's not even for the woman. The assumption that the woman is being taken care of because she's taking pepper soup and pap is not it's not even for the woman. And one of the things that actually happened when we gave birth to our son was that I was also intentional to even protect my wife from all those additional pressures because giving her that pepper soup and that pap, but is even to put an additional pressure, especially is how the whole process is. When a woman give birth to the child, the attention is now focused on the child and how the woman, even with the whole experience, can even support the child. So they tell her, take pap, take this so that you lactate, nipple is inverted, nipple is not inverted, all those kind of conversations. So you are even as a man at that time is also even supposed to step in to say, you people should give this woman a break, let her catch a break. She just went through a difficult ordeal. The idea that pap and pepper soup is care or anything, I think he might fundamentally misunderstood why some of those things we are done. Sometimes it can even be an overwhelming experience for her.
Yeah, because what if you don't like pepper soup and ogi? Yes, men deserve the care. However, in this whole scenario and situation, you should understand that your wife is going through a whole lot that she hasn't even gone through before, ever. You're birthing a baby, you're birthing a child. So all the experiences you're going through, every single thing that happens to you is because you're birthing a child. Now at that moment, you need as much support as possible because your body is going through a whole lot of changes. Now, secondly, someone to support you during these times is very, very important. I can't even overemphasize that. In as much as there's a place to always say, oh, how are we doing? I believe that for every couple who are into themselves, you should always ask yourself, how are you doing? However, in those moments, the level of empathy a husband should have for a wife should be very, very much increased, honestly speaking. And again, it also speaks to how much our men are doing in helping themselves prepare themselves for being parents, for being fathers. Because from our mother's time, from our parents' time, there will always be a community of women, even though the whole thing is reducing now, that will always want to cater to the woman who is giving birth. Now, who is catering to the man? Who is telling the man, okay, this is what your wife will be going through, prepare yourself, this is what to expect, this is how. Who is preparing the man for that situation that he is about to face? While the woman is getting people talk to her and ask her questions, there should be that conversation about men helping themselves and passing it on to their children because it's very important. And then again, even your circle of friends at that moment should be able to step in to ask the relevant questions, to also care for you. Because the woman herself, you think she's being cared for forget it. Most of the care she's getting is not really care. Some of them are pressure because they want her to be stable for the child, not for herself. That's the truth. That is why when a woman gives birth immediately in the hospital, most times the attention immediately moves to the child. They're telling you, breastfeed now. Dude, it's not for you, it's for the baby. And I really thank God that I and my husband had that conversation. And when I gave birth, he just told them, please give my wife a breather. She needs to rest. Allow her to eat. She needs to eat. She needs to rest. And he was asking me, babe, are you okay? Are you fine? Baby will be fine. We'll breastfeed baby. Just, are you okay? How are you right now? So men need to sit down and have conversations about having conversations that are more deeper than being shallow. Most times you see men who are close to themselves, they don't have deep conversations. So once it has passed politics and football and everything, it is gone. Men need to learn how to start having deep conversations that would help them, even with their mental health. But last, everybody's feeling is valid.
Everybody's feeling is bad. I also want to add another thing is that when I was in the labor room, in you being in the labor for like almost 16 hours straight, like intense pain. And when the baby was coming out, the whole process of pushing, it was dangerous. Like bringing life, it was actual danger. Like I was telling myself, anything can happen now. You know, anything can happen now. That's how dangerous. Even when it was done, it was still danger. Like it was still dangerous.
Yeah.
You know, so telling you what I saw that day. Wow, it go easier.
So yeah, let's hear your comments in the comment section, okay?
Bye.